Paul, with a second half like that, a huge second half like that, what have we learned today?
Well, I've got to be honest with you, I was really happy with the first half. That's the daft thing about it. I thought we played really well as we have done for a good few weeks. And I just said to them at half time, you've just got to keep believing, keep doing the things you're doing, and you will get chances. We knew we had the legs to be able to keep going. We knew that they had the ability which was shown. I just said, just be a little bit calmer in the final third and see if we can just sort of execute that finish a little bit better than we did first half, and that's certainly what we did. And it's a brilliant win. I mean, you're listening to that noise there. One of the things I said to the players was, and my last point was, I wanted to start getting a picture of celebrating in front of those fans at the end of the game. It was set up for it to go and score the goals at that end, to go and applaud them at the end and thank them for their support. It's a huge win for us, and I'm delighted.
I'm going to mention them now because they're being ushered out as we speak. We can still hear them. That's what winning anywhere means to them, but when it's a big game, everything comes together. It really matters.
They've had a right good day, haven't they? And we have as well, so we've all had a good day together. It'll make that journey home, whether it's A69, whether it's A68, it'll make it a really good journey home. It's a big win, really big win, because they're on a little bit of a roll with the results that they've had since Keith come in. But I thought from start to finish, I thought we dominated in terms of football. We looked strong physically. They were a threat from set pieces, because credit to Ferguson, he's got fantastic delivery and they're clever at set plays. But it's one thing that we were expecting today. So thankfully we've had a really, really big win, big performance that sets us up for next week now.
That threat, the negative side, got them the goal in the first half. We'd seen it 5 minutes or so before with the delivery. Same one comes again.
Yeah.
That must have been frustrating. Something to talk about at half time.
Well, I'm not sure about frustrating, because we were trying to deal with it. We've been done a couple of times now on a second phase of a set play, and that was the same again today that it happened. So I don't know, I haven't seen it back, so I don't really know what happened. The ball's bobbling around and the lads smashed it in. But there was a lot of good stuff today, really was. And I thought, we've had to defend set plays well because of the way they are, but I thought the way we defended as a team was absolutely outstanding today.
When we were snatching at those chances first half, did you think, oh no, here we go, it's one of those days?
No, I didn't, because I kept believing we were going to create them. And even, when we had to make changes, I wanted to be positive, I wanted to be front foot about it. So, that's why I put Edmo on as a wide right player and asked Jordan to go and play as a wing back, because I really felt that the game was there for us to go and win today. And I've been frustrated with the amount of draws we've had, so I felt today we had to go and be really front footed. And thankfully it worked today. Some days it doesn't, but it did today.
It was an energetic first half performance. What did you say in the break? Because second half there was that extra 10% you probably asked for.
Well, I just said to them, just keep believing, keep doing what you've been doing, because we weren't far off it first half. We had some really good opportunities. We had some good deliveries from set plays from Mox. We had Jordan Gibson got into some really good areas. We just couldn't quite find the finish, and it was just bobbling around a little bit. It was a difficult surface to play on today. It was quite long, the grass. It was dry. But I thought the players stuck to it well. I thought we showed more control than we did last week against Crewe. And if you show control and you do things properly, you get your rewards.
You've told him to put his boot through it. He didn't really. He measured that one, Mox. What a finish that was.
That was a brilliant finish. He had another opportunity first half where he passed it, and I thought he should have finished that one. And I don't even think I said anything at half-time to him. Maybe Gav did about getting his shots off. But we said, if we're going to get in that final third, let's work the goalkeeper. Let's make sure we get it on target, see what comes. And when he struck it, I wasn't sure he had enough power on it to get there, but it was obviously guided right into the corner. And again, that's a scene like we had at Oldham last year with Morgan Feeney, the celebration at the end, and brilliant, absolutely fantastic for everybody.
And Amari, that's trademark him. He stays calm. You're thinking, come on, what are you going to do? Then it's in the back of the net. What does that mean to him?
It'd be brilliant for him, because he's been desperate for that first goal. So two really good finishes. We always felt that with that shape that we were playing today, that we would get a little bit of joy with diagonals over the top there. Jordan Gibson got in first half, him and Finn Back were getting a 2v1 overload out there. I thought Jack Armour got forward really well first half in particular, and Jack Stretton put an incredible shift in again, and probably was a bit unfortunate. I think their lads pulled him back first half when he's going through. I don't think the referee was brave enough to give a foul there because he'd have had to send the lad off. I'm just glad we've got ourselves over the line with what is a really, really big win.
You've mentioned that second goal. What a touch, what a pass. Gibbo stuck with it. Not everything went his way today. He stuck with it, gets the assist, and brilliant from Amari.
Yeah, he's probably had, I was going to say grief, but it's probably not grief. He's probably had more conversations with me where I'm talking about his game over the last few weeks, trying to encourage him to be a bit more positive, to be a bit more productive. I thought today, first half, he was really, really close to being outstanding. He did a lot of good things. He worked his socks off again. It's one thing I've questioned with him, his work ethic, but I thought today he put a hell of a shift in, along with everybody else. And really disappointed with a couple of injuries that we've picked up with Finn back and Amari again. That we're just going to have to see how they are, and it just seems to be, it's not one step forward and two back, but it's certainly a step backwards when you're picking up things like that.
Both of them seem to hold that hamstring area. That's a massive worry, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Amari said it's the same as he felt last time, which wasn't bad, but we've just got to see how he is. I mean, he's trained now for 2 weeks, and last week, I've got to say, we hardly did any training because I wanted them to have energy. I wanted them to be fresh to come into this game today. Finn has not had a single problem with he's never had a muscle problem in his career, he just said to me. We'll see. He said he didn't feel it go, he just felt it tighten up, so I'm hoping it's not too serious and we can get them back out as soon as possible.
So those two possible steps back, one step forward is Edmo getting on the pitch. Nice to see him back.
Brilliant, yeah, and I thought he did a real good job for us out there. It shows the personality of him, that he just didn't even bat an eyelid when I said go and play wide on the right for us. One thing I said to him when he came in the summer was that I want him to play as a 9 through the middle of the pitch. But Christian Dennis was doing an outstanding job up there on his own. I wasn't prepared to change that. So he came on, he did his stuff, did what he had to do. And he's a threat out there because of his size and even his running power. He went and ran at the fullback and gave him a problem. So all in all, I think it's been a really big squad performance. Delighted for everybody, and we'll all go home happy.
12 games in, I think we were in the playoff places as this game ended. There's still some playing when we started doing this. What does that mean to you at this stage?
It means we've had a decent start, yeah. Doesn't mean anything about playoffs at the moment. You only judge that after 46, don't you? I've got to say, it's not where I expected us to be. That's me being really honest. But the players have been absolutely fantastic so far, and long may it continue.
Thank you, Paul.